Let me get my microphone all the way up. microphone on my body. How's everybody doing? Oh, Pie's here. Oh, Holly, I'm sorry about that. Hey, Emma. Yay, glad to see your face. Or your name and your face. Both. I'm very excited for today. So last week, we took a more chill class. Do you see that cute little butt behind me? That's a fresh and clean Pie back there. Anyways, last week we did a much more chill class because I had just done my show. I wanted to, kind of slowly ramp my way up into the week. This week's a little bit different. I'm ready and excited to move my body around. Oh, hi Stephanie, good morning. But Pie helps so many things. I know she really does. I just knew yesterday it was so hot and I was like, this is the perfect day to bathe the stinky booty of the Pie. It was just the perfect day. Huh, Pie? Do you want to show everybody how beautiful you are? Come here. Look how clean and pretty. I know this probably looks like your everyday Pie, your standard issue angel butt. But I just want you to witness how clean this butthole is. Take in the beauty, and I wish you could touch how soft this fur is. So soft, so grumpy looking. I need to brush you out again. I know. Purr. Hi, Denisha. Hey, Naz. I don't know if I said hi, Nicolette, but hi, Nicolette. We'll get going here in just a moment. You know what else I did yesterday that always feels really good to do as a pet owner is a full litter change. Cleaned out your litter box and now everything's clean. Full reset. Clean. I know, I wish I could bidet my cat's butt every time, but I do it as often as I can. Every kitty cat needs a little bidet moment. It was just me yesterday. Me with the shower handle. Why are you chewing on cords? Thanks, Denisha. I love him too. It's a fun little change up. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to do today and then do it. Yeah. So last week, after our recovery time, and as I started to move through my week, I was really enjoying doing some twists. So today we're going to do some twists. This will be a flow, but we'll add in some little power elements, and you can do as much of what I offer as you want. Scale back whatever you want to scale back, because listen, you're at home or out in the world doing your own practice. Doesn't matter. We're just going to move around and enjoy ourselves. Whenever we bathe Molly, she gets a doggy bidet moment. Yep, that's right. Got to spray them holes, spray them down. All right, cuties, let me swap us over. I've got some blocks set up at the top of my, I always love to have some blocks. And right behind me there, I have a strap just in case, but honestly, we should be just fine without. Nicholas says, Miss Marmalade is OCD and cleans herself She's from, oh no, Marmalade. Marmalade. Licking herself clean. What an angel. All right. Yes, Ashley, a buffet of options. You take what you want and leave the rest. Renee says, excited to move my body after vending at Pride all weekend. Oh, girl. Any type of vending, any of my friends that do vending things, I'm always like, bless your hearts, because Jesus, vending is hard. Interacting with the public is hard. Being outside in June is hard. Right, Pie? And flop. There's the belly. You can see how white and gorgeous it is, like the newly driven snow. Let's get started in a child's pose position. We'll go knees wide on our mat. You're showing off your clean little self. Yeah. Forbidden angel hair pasta. So arms will extend forward in front of you. And if you're looking for something just a little bit different, you can also rotate your palms up just to give you, oh my God. I'm so excited to move today. Just so you can feel a little bit of a different rotation in the shoulders. We'll spend 3 breaths here. Try to fill up the belly, feeling it expand between your thighs. Good, one more just like that. All right, if your palms are rotated up, let's rotate them back down and come into a more active position. Both hands are gonna walk over to your left-hand side. Try to really reach through the right. Now, while I didn't do any intense vending or anything like that this weekend, we did go to Universal Studios Hollywood. Let's do the other side. And as you guys well know, anytime you're in a theme park, you're clocking thousands and thousands of additional steps per day. So my feet and ankles could actually use a little extra today. So after this next stretch, we'll add in some ankle stretching. And some foot stretching, please. All right, let's come all the way back to center. We'll walk ourselves back into a kneeling position. So legs closer together than your child's pose position. And you can stay right here just like this if you're feeling enough in your legs, or lean back a little bit. See if you can lift up your right knee. And let's do the other side. Oh, I just cracked the hell out of my ankle. Lucky me. All right, let's bring our knees back down. Elevate your hips just enough so that you can bring your feet into a tuck toe position, and we'll sit right back down onto your ankles. Pi, what's it like being perfect? What's it like being God's favorite? Yeah, we're gonna need to give you a little brush with all your fallout today. Right after class, you'll get a little brush. All right, let's come forwards. Roll out your ankles a little bit. And we're gonna do an X foot stretch. So cross your right foot directly on top of the left. So arch goes into arch. And then sit right back down. This one is torture, so just gird your loins. You may need to wiggle a little bit to find the magic spot, AKA the most feeling and sensation. Pi, you're really giving a show to everybody today. All right, let's do the other side. So come forwards, switch your crossing, sit right back down. Yep. This one is very spicy. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Excellent. Let's bring ourselves back forward. Our counter stretch for this will be a downward facing dog. So step your feet back, lift up your hips, and find that first inversion pike position with your body. Feel free to pedal your legs, move your hips from side to side, shake out your head yes, shake out your head no. And then we'll meet ourselves in a still downward facing dog. So try to push yourself back as much as you can, push through the arms, and let's use our next inhale breath to roll forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale forward to your high plank. Exhale, down dog. Let's do 3 more just like that. Good, and after this last one, tippy toe your way forward. Both of your feet hip width distance apart. Hang heavy in your forward fold. Arms can just dangle. Or you can bring your thumbs to opposing elbow creases. Wrap your hands around the back of the head. Something that I've been doing last week a lot that I really enjoy, especially if you're pretty flexible. Wrapping your arms around the backs of your legs. And or bringing hand to opposite shin. So my right hand is going to cup the front of my left shin. Left hand cups the front of my right. And I'm going to try to pull myself deep. What's also nice about this stretch is you can look down and find the spots you missed shaving this morning. My right ankle. I don't know what it is. I'll never be able to just shave my legs. I don't know. All right, pull yourself deeper. 1 more breath. And then we'll release our arms down if they aren't already and roll ourselves up to standing. Reach your arms up. Inhale, breath. Exhale, hands to heart center. Feet can stay where they are, or you can go for a more traditional stance with the toes together. Reach your arms up. Inhale, breath. And with your exhale, forward fold, hinge from the hips, work down. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. All right, let's glide forward, bend your elbows to 90 degrees. Great, you can go the rest of the way down for a cobra position, or bring yourself into an upward facing dog. So straight arms, thighs and shins floating off of the floor. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Great, let's go again. Up our pace and add on. Lift heels, bend knees, see the front. Step, hop, or move to the front however you want. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up to standing, breath in. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. All right, here's our little change. Reach up. And then let's bend the elbows, lift up your chest. Find a little squeeze in the back. Reach back up, inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, let's step back into a low lunge position. So left foot goes to the back of your mat. Low lunge twist. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Work that stretch into the right hip. Maybe you circle out your right wrist a couple times. Reverse. Great, let's take some arm circles. And reverse. We'll bring our right hand back down to the floor, step back. Again, high to mid plank, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, we'll do all that on the other side. Lift your heels, bend your knees, see the front. Travel to the front, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise to standing, inhale, breath. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reach the arms up. Good, add in your back bend. Doesn't have to be huge. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot back. And then let's work into our twist. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Get some wrist circles in. Reverse. Good, big arm circles. And reverse. And we'll bring the left hand back down, moving through chaturanga. Upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's shorten our stance and widen it with our feet. Downward facing dog twist. Reach your right arm underneath your body for anywhere on the outside of your left leg. Knee, calf, ankle, or even scooping underneath the left heel, trying to wrap your fingertips around to the inside. Keep pushing through your left arm. Good, let's switch to the other side. Right hand down, left arm reaches underneath your body, outside of the right leg. Knee, calf, ankle, or fully wrapping your fingertips around the heel. Push into the arm. 3, 2, and 1. Let's return our left hand down to the floor. Keep that wide stance of your feet. We're going to try to hop forward into a malasana or deep squat. So lift your heels, grip into your fingertips, bend the knees, take a little pounce forward. Once you're down, elbows are going to come to the insides of your thighs. Press the hands together. If you want to widen out a little bit more, you can bring your hands into a fist position, so you're fist bumping yourself. I was going to say something else, and then I self-edited. Go me. I'm also going to take this as an opportunity to control my hair. Did a full wash today, but didn't have time. I know you're thinking, Tracy, you also said you shaved your legs today and you washed your hair. Very ambitious to do an everything shower on Monday morning, and I agree. Well, let's take one more breath in here. Exhale, press through your feet, bring yourself all the way up to standing. All right, we're gonna rip that out a couple more times and get your legs feeling nice and warm today. Lower down into your malasana. Exhale, press. I know, if you had an active weekend, I'm sorry, it's good for you. 2 more. Last one. And once you make it all the way up, heel toe the feet together, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, breath. Exhale, bring hands back to heart center. Again, inhale, reach the arms up. With your exhale, let's open twist to the right hand side, reaching your right arm back and your left arm forwards. Now resist the urge to let the hips open. Try to bump your right hip forwards. If that's too much for this right shoulder, you can bring your arm into internal rotation and support the low back and the abdominal trunk that way. Good, you can stay or come up onto your big toe ball mound of the right foot, or fully balanced by lifting up your right leg. Left hand can come to the outside of the thigh. And if you're already feeling really good in your hamstrings, you can even grab for the foot, kick out, get an early revolved Padangusthasana shape. Good, you can stay looking to the side or try to look back at your hand. 5 seconds. Beautiful job, reverse those steps. Bring the foot back down. Ooh, okay, let's do that on the other side. Reach the arms up. Open twist to your left. Again, this is as far as you want on the other side, just stay. Try to keep bumping the left hip forward. Maybe you took a little bent knee, pony step. Maybe you lifted up the left leg. Right hand to the outside support. My friends, I went for early Padangusthasana. Ooh, my TFL. Ah. You can look back at your hand. Pi, this is amazing. I love that you're rolling around, but I can't help but look at you. 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's bring it all the way back to the front. Both of your feet down. We'll reach our arms up. Inhale, breath. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into your high plank position. All right, we're gonna go into some side plank work here. Left hand can center itself, spin the heels to the left-hand side, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. All right, now we're gonna do some dynamic work here. We do it because I love you. Now I want you to reach the arms overhead, bend into the knees like you're trying to sit your hips back towards your heel. Pie went through the car wash. And then exhale, push back straight through the arms, and internally rotate the right arm into a half bind. Again, inhale, reach and bend. Exhale, wrap. Good, 2. And 1, nicely done. Unwrap, adjust yourselves. Right hand to the center, reach up into your side plank. All right, now left arm is gonna reach forward, knees are going to bend. You're gonna sit the hips back towards the heels. Exhale, internal rotation, half bind, wrap the left arm around your body. And under she goes again. Inhale, reach. Exhale, wrap. 3. Somebody's attention starved. 2. And last 1. Great. We'll wrap ourselves back to center, hands down to the ground. Go through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhales, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. All right, let's take our knees down to the floor. Left hand will center itself again. Right arm reaches out. Now with your next inhale, reach the arm up towards the ceiling. And exhale, take the right arm underneath your body, shoulder ear to the floor. Left hand, let's either bring it back around into that half bind that we were working on just a moment ago. If you don't love it, you can also take that up and overhead. Now, if you feel like playing with some balance today, key is staying square for this one. Left leg extends back toe to the floor. This can be as far as you go. Maybe the left arm reaches up. Leg. Left leg lifts up so that you're in this balance. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Let's return the left knee down, left hand back in front of your face. Lift up into your modified side plank position. Right leg will elevate. Heel to butt. Give yourself a quad stretch first. And then kick the leg behind you, open up the torso in your modified partridge position. One more breath in. And with your exhale, extend the right leg, return back to your tabletop position, but maintain that extension through the leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to the nose, round. Now you can keep going 4 more just like that with both hands on the ground, or reach your left arm forward. 2, and 1. Let's hold the knee to chest, left hand down, left toe tucks, 3-legged dog. Open up your right hip. Good, you can stay or get in some little hip circles. No wrong answers for these. Just doing whatever feels good. Okay, let's square off in our 3-legged dog. Knee comes towards your nose, step through into a low lunge, and we'll get set up for a warrior 1. So in our warrior 1, both of our feet are completely on the ground. Left toes are turned out a little bit. Bring yourself up to a stacked position. So shoulders come over your hips. Now, if you need to just keep kind of wiggling and finding the right orientation for yourself, make that happen. All right, arms reach up towards the ceiling. Wow, my outer calves really needed this stretch today. All right, let's bring our hands behind us. Interlace, lift up through your chest. Inhale, breath. Exhale, take right shoulder towards your right thigh. Humble warrior. Now you can look straight down at the floor or work chin towards your chest and try to look straight back through the legs. If you feel like you're looking over towards your right-hand side as opposed to the back of your mat, let that be your cue to adjust the hips and point them straight back. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring ourselves back up into our warrior 1. With your exhale, let's go into twisted warrior 1. So hands through heart center, left elbow to the right thigh. Now, this shape is really challenging because we are still trying to keep our back heel on the floor. If you just absolutely need to change it up into a twisted lunge, then your heel can lift and you can square off on the toes. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring ourselves back up. Warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Adjust out to the side. Inhale, find your reverse. Side body stretching, right arm reaching up and over. Exhale, side angle. Right arm down, left arm high. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten through your front leg. Exhale, Trikonasana triangle position. Shift your hips off kilter, reach the right arm down, the left arm high. How low you go is up to you. You can use a block for support underneath this right hand. One more breath in and breath out. With your next inhale, let's bring ourselves up into a star shape. So heels in, toes out. Exhale, one-time horse squat. So bend into your knees, get nice and low. Reach the arms all the way back up. Take your left toes, turn them towards the long side of your mat. Exhale, either go into a lateral lunge or a skandasana where you work all the way down as deep as you can into that seat. I know. All right, you can do this with or without your hands. Let's go into our skandasana or lateral lunge to the other side. I know, look at all these little tumbleweeds because of you, Pi. Okay, now we're gonna take this shape, turn and twist ourselves into our low lunge twist. Good, right arm can half bind, wrapping around. And or you can also find left arm working to the outside of your right leg. These are more advanced variations that require a lot of compression. So if you don't feel comfortable adding them on, don't. If you're feeling like you're ready for full binds, you can take your left arm, internally rotate, and find the right hand. So you've got that little S grip tucked underneath you. Hold for 3. Last 2. And 1, let's release. Hands come down, Ekapada, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing. Let's work all that on the other side. Starting first, knees down, tabletop. This is where we started. Left arm reaches up. Oh, I just got so many cracks. Exhale, wrap it underneath yourself, shoulder and ear to floor. Okay, binds. Right arm can half bind. You can keep the right arm reaching up and overhead. Now, if you worked into that balance on the other side, I just want you to notice if you're kind of like rolling back to the back of your skull, have it so that your temple is on the ground as well. That might help just keeping your energy, right, still working towards that right hand side of your mat. Right toes tuck, right leg lifts, keep square. Press into the back side of the left hand. 3, 2, and 1. Let's lower the right knee down. Bring your right hand onto the floor. And let's open yourself back up. This time, we're in our modified side plank position. So left leg extends back. right, let's elevate the left leg, bring heel to butt, capture the foot. Give yourself a little quad stretch first, and then kick the leg behind you, open up, modified partridge position. 3, 2, and 1. Let's release. Keep extending the left leg back as you bring the left hand down, and you can continue here. Exhale, knee to nose, or extend it back and reach the right arm forward. Good, 2. And 1. Right hand comes back down, right toe tucks. Lift up your left leg, open up the hip. You can circle around here. Anything you need to do to feel really good in your 3-legged dog position. Okay, let's square off. We'll go knee towards our nose. We'll step through into our low lunge shape. Set up for your warrior 1. Turn the right toes out. Stack up through your hips. Reach your arms up. I want you to feel like your pelvis is in its posterior tilt while you're here as well. Commit to the bend in your front knee. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, hands come behind you. Interlace your fingers, lift your chest. Exhale, left shoulder towards the left thigh, humble warrior. Either you're looking down or you're trying to look through your legs. Try to elevate your arms as much as you can off of your low back if possible. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring ourselves back up. Now let's do our twisted warrior 1. This one's a doozy. Every time I do it, I'm like, oh, Jesus. Ugh. Hold, last 3, last 2, and 1. Use those back abs to bring you back up, and let's open up into our warrior 2. Inhale, find your reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Good, exhale, Trikonasana, triangle position. Imaginary wall, lean back into it behind you. 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. All right, let's bring ourselves up into a star-shaped position. So heels in, toes out. Exhale, bend into your knees, sit back into it. Inhale, reach yourselves up. Exhale, lateral lunge, or working your way down into your Skandasana, round 2. Now for a little difference here, maybe you want to open up your arms. Maybe you want to try some sit backs where hips come down to the floor and you press yourself back up. 2, and 1. Now with or without hands, let's push you over to the other side. Oh. Again, maybe open arms. Good, maybe you do your few sit backs. All right, from here, let's turn and pivot into our twisted low lunge. Now you can add in that half bind here from the top. If you did it on the other side, right hand tries to reach to the outside of the left leg. I was not ready. All right, friends, if you worked full binds, it's kind of weird. It's like you have to internally rotate to connect. Still try to stay deep in your lunge and active in your back leg. So really straighten that right leg. Here for 3. Last two. And one. Let's release. Bringing your hands back down towards the floor. Ekapada. Upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Great, you can rest, bringing your knees down towards the floor, a child's pose position. If you want to just take prep for where we're going next, you can take a moment back in your malasana. You can even sip your water in malasana. All right, guys, here's where we're going next. We're gonna start to work into one of two arm balances. I know one can feel a lot safer because you're kind of closer to the ground and it's less uncomfortable with having your knees on your triceps. So either frog, flying frog, or crow position. So in our flying frog, I like to just start in malasana because you're already pretty nice and wide. Hands come down to the floor, knees go into your inner thighs, groin area. You try to find that balance and pick up the toes. What's nice about this one is you can just go straight back into your squat, yeah? Now with crow, we don't want to start low, we want to start high. So picking up your hips, making your feet parallel, yeah? Bend into your knees. Hands to the floor, bent elbows. We want a shelf. If we have straight arms, it's not that that's not a shape to its own. That's rooster, but we're going for crow. I know, how many different animals can we name shit after, right? All right, so in our crow, try to look forward. And once you feel the weight shift onto the triceps, push away from the ground, around the space between your shoulder blades, and try to lift your feet. Now, things that I hear a lot from people, especially if working crow is kind of new to you or it freaks you out or if it just feels painful, likely your weight is just descending as one down onto that one point with your knees. That can hurt. I want you to feel like you're pushing away from the ground. That's where the shoulder protraction comes into play. So make sure you're really pushing away from the ground, yeah? Let's try again. Let's try for one more. All right. Woo! Wherever you're at, let's actually roll ourselves all the way up to a standing position. And we're gonna approach this last round of flow actually from the top of our mat, okay? I literally just watched. Pi has the lightest hair on planet Earth, okay? Literal angel hair pasta. I just watched some of it float in the air and like land on my own eyelash. So if I go blind at some point, you know why. All right, we're gonna start at the top of our mat. And we're gonna go into a chair position. So bend into your knees, reach your arms for the upper hand corner. Good energy, even coming out through your toes, coming out through the fingertips. Take a breath in. With your exhale, sweep your arms back behind you. Again, inhale, reach your arms. This time, exhale, sweep the arms back and try to lift your heels. Good, heels down, reach the arms up again. With your exhale, let's bring the left leg up so you're balancing on your right foot. Let's sweep the left leg back, reach the arms back so you're in your airplane style warrior 3. And with your exhale, step back, meet me in a high crescent position. Exhale, show me your twisted lunge shape. Left elbow to the right thigh. Open up your chest towards that right-hand side. Good, take one breath in. With your exhale, try to keep this twisted position and bring your left knee to your right calf. So knee needs to go a little bit in front of your ankle. Good, can you hold this shape and position, but extend your left leg back? Nice, start to lengthen out through your right leg, open up through your arms, revolved half moon position. Right arm reaches high, left leg extending back. Good, you can bend into the left knee, reach back, try to capture the outside of the foot, and go for your revolved Natarunjasana. Last 3, 2, and 1. Let's release, take a big step back, rise up into your exalted warrior, right hand to left hamstring. And with your exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle position. Inhale, rise up into your star shape. With your exhale, take it down into your horse squat, bend into the knees. Good, let's hold here and work some little pulses in the hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise all the way up to standing, parallel feet. Let's go into a wide-legged fold. Hinge from your hips, work your way down. Good, let's lengthen out through your spinal column. Take some shifts from side to side. All right, right knee stays bent, left hand stays down. Reach your right arm up. Add in a half bind, wrap your right arm around your body. Maybe the hand just kind of dangles off to the side of your hip here. Good, you can stay or try to walk your left hand towards where your right ankle is. You can stay bent or try to straighten the leg and then twist and rotate yourself. Now for a lot of us, that left hip will be dropping down. Try to even out through your hips as much as you can. Good, unwind your twist. Let's do all that on the other side. Right hand down, left knee bends. Oh. Wrap the left arm around your body. Again, it can just kind of hang out, dangle off to the side here. Or we go deeper, reach right arm for the left ankle. You can straighten out through your legs and then hang like a little bell right in the middle of your legs and twist. Three, 2, and 1. Unwind your twist, work your way back to the middle of your mat. Move to the front of your mat, and same thing, chaturangas. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, let's lift up our heels. Try to take some hops to the front, 1 or a few. Okay, we're going to start from the top. Chair position. Exhale, sweep your arms back. Again, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sweep back and lift up your heels. Good, all right, let's lower the heels down. Rise up into your single-legged. Right leg lifts so you're balancing on your left. Airplane style warrior 3, extend the right leg back. reach your arms back. Stay for 3, 2, and 1. Big step back, high crescent position. Exhale, twist, right elbow to the left thigh. Final push here, we're close. All right, let's look down at our left foot. Feel the weight shift forward. Try to tap right knee to left calf so you're in your twisted shrimp squat. Now see if you can extend the right leg back and then start to open into your revolved half moon. Quite possibly one of my least favorite asanas to do. It is hard. Stay for 3. Good, last 2. Beautiful job. Let's step back. Exalted warrior, left hand to right hamstring. And with your exhale, bring it around. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle position. Inhale, rise up, star shape. Exhale, horse squat, bend into your knees. Good, let's work through some pulses. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up, parallel your feet, wide-legged fold, take it down. Now hands can find the floor, right? So fingertips kind of wrapping around the heels. You can go for a little more depth, trying to reach your arms through the legs. You can go for an arm balance like headstand. So if you're reaching through and you feel like you can drop your crown of the head onto the ground, you can work for walking your knees up onto your triceps, right? Keeping the hands out, going for that inversion as well. That's a more advanced entry, of course. Or there's other ones as well, right? Working for your handstands, your puppy presses, your wide-legged presses. Okay, let's work ourselves back to from wherever you're from, back into our neutral. And then we'll work our way to the front, turn and pivot, high to mid plank. Upward facing, and exhale, downward facing dog. All right, from here, take a true rest, so knees come down. Sit back towards your heels. You can go back into a child's pose shape. And we'll take a couple breaths here. All right, let's bring ourselves up to a seat. We'll sit back onto our hips. Adjust yourself around. And then let's close our legs together. Great. And we're going to work a twist from here. So extend just your right leg. Left leg can stay where it's at, right? It's actually more difficult to keep the leg here versus twisting with it this way, because the leg kind of moves out of your way and you can rotate around it a little more. So maybe you'll want to try it with the foot staying in alignment here. Left hand plants, right arm wraps around, palm open. Good. Friends that want some deeper twisting and binding experiences, you can add in your bind back here. So try to fish your right arm through the little keyhole, left arm wraps around your body. You can even extend the left leg, lean back, try to lift up the right. Three, two, and one. Nicely done. Let's counter that stretch. So take both hands over towards the right hand side. And unwind, and let's do that on the other side. Right knee bends. Maybe it stays, or it plants over to the outside of your left leg. Great if you worked binds. Maybe you extended through the right leg and lifted up the left. 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Let's counter stretch over towards the left-hand side. Back through center, both legs long. Flex your feet, sit up tall, Paschimottanasana, seated fold. All right, let's sit ourselves back. Bring your feet with you. Happy baby, lay on back. Can kick out to the side, to the other side, whatever feels good. And let's bring it all back to center. I know, I want to stay there forever too. Lift up your hips, bridge position. And you can stay right here in your bridge, right? Really, really nice for strengthening our glutes, our hamstrings, our back core. Or if you're feeling it, we haven't really done a ton of back bend work, but wheel can come into play here. So hands work behind you. Fingertips face your shoulders. You can press to the top of your head or push all the way through your arms and work into your wheel. Now, whenever you're ready to come down from wheel, you're ready, okay? From there, you can gather your knees in, give yourself a little squeeze of appreciation, and finish your Shavasana either on your back or taking yourself into a seated meditation. Now our yoga asana is just one of a multi-limbed path. Breath work, meditation, and then a code for living, a code for the ways that we interact with the rest of the world. Our yamas, our niyamas. I hope that you can take this physical practice, transmute it, transform it, recognizing that your strength, your softness, your suppleness, your willingness, your discipline can set forth a little ripple effect into the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and affecting all of those around you positively. Breath in and exhale, breath out. Again, inhale breath and exhale out. Thank you, friends. I hope you feel better after this practice. Feel ready to take on your week. I know that I do. As always, so much gratitude for all of you for showing up. Grateful to my teachers and the teachers of my teachers. Thank you, friends. I hope you have an excellent, excellent, excellent rest of your week. And I will see you all next time, yeah? This week, we will have just our Wednesday class. We'll be taking off Thursday for the holiday here in the States. So if I don't see you guys on Wednesday, then I'll see you next Monday. We'll have another week of classes after that, and then I'll be gone teaching my retreat. Wow! There's still space. Believe it or not, there's still time. Yeah? So if you just have a wild little hair up your ass and want to join me in Costa Rica, let me know. And if something is preventing you that I can easily help you with, let me know. Thanks, guys. We lost our mascot pie. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Thank you, Naz. Last or second to last practice in your home. Ah! And then the grand adventures begin. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I know, I love how twists and binds feel. I'm always like dying while I'm doing them, but then I'm like, dang, that felt really good. Yep, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm ready. It's my goal to do some gardening today, get some sun exposure, because your girl gonna be in closer to the equator in a few weeks. So we need some sun exposure. Yes, Naz, join us. So excited. It's gonna be like right now, the group is so good. The group vibes are immaculate, as they say. I'm like so pumped. I'm so pumped. It's going to be great. All right, lovelies. Oh, Jess, I see you got into your frog. And you got your lean into crow. Good job. I love that. You were ready. You were prepared. Pi was so darn cute this morning. Oh, I love that. Yeah, Pi was hamming it up. She was hamming. All right, lovelies. Hope you'll have a great rest of your week. And I'll see you next week in July. Thanks for joining me, friends. And I'll see you next time on your mat.